guys, good evening and welcome again to another episode of Cutting Classes. And as usual, hindi ko alam kung ano yung sasabihin ko. So, I'm super excited din sa mga guests natin tonight. They're both not in Manila, in the Philippines. One is in Chicago and the other one is somewhere in California. Sorry, siguro siya na lang mag-explain kung nasan siya exactly. But I'm super excited. Why? Because these two people are very much the same, but also quite different. I've known them for years. One, medyo lagi ko nakikita every time she's in Manila. The other one, I haven't seen since college. So, yung first guest ko, one of the funniest guys for sure. Okay, kung naging classmate mo siya, you guys know what I'm talking about. He's super funny when he wants to be funny, but he's actually funnier just by being himself. Okay, so without further ado, I'm super happy finally I'm gonna get to catch up with one of my boys no third year, si Mr. John Brizuela.
Hey, to you, Mark.
Hey,
Hey, how
hey,
is CSA and everybody? Kamusta?
okay man.
Yeah.
Yeah, John, nice to see you, man. Thanks for first of all, thanks for taking the time. Alam ko medyo busy ka or you pretend to be busy. So, yeah, nice to see you.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's been a long time coming. 25 years. Masaya. All that time before, super unforgettable and all. I'm sure we want to bring all that back. These days and make sure that we have a good laugh about it. And so, I'm happy to be here and thanks for having me, Mark.
Thanks so
Hello,
much,
CSA.
Thanks so much, John. And yung second guest ko is, I'm sure marami na rin familiar sa kanya, marami na rin nagpa-follow sa kanya because she's definitely, she is, no doubt, like the most fit batchmate natin from CSA. Okay, so actually I think she's just here to make us both feel fat and undisciplined and stuff. So thank you to our next guest na actually pag nakikita ko to I feel na I'm like super unhealthy. So you know who I'm talking about. We have Miss si Theresa Mendoza.
Hey guys! Thank you Mark for
Hey,
having
nice
me
seeing
and
you,
good evening.
Theresa.
Hi John!
Hi,
And good evening
Theresa.
sa mga nasa Manila from our CSA batchmates
Morning, morning.
and sa mga... Oh, good morning pala. Good
No,
evening na pala dito.
no, it's morning now.
I'm
Pero,
in LA yan.
but they show this nighttime. So they show this, I
Okay.
think, 8 p.m. So who cares at this point? Well, like no one even watches the show. So okay lang.
Thank you for correcting me. Nawawala na ako sa time zone ko.
Yeah. So okay, now bakit kayo specifically yung ano? So actually yung topic nitong episode na to really is just anything goes. Okay? So it means no topic. But kasi si John is like sa classroom, I'm sure like every year, every classroom na si John's been a part of, you're one of the crazier guys in a larger scale, di ba? Like parang ikaw yung makulit sa buong classroom, like you make the whole class laugh because of how crazy you are. But then si Theresa is like one of those silent types, di ba? Na parang, yeah, whatever. But when she
Quiet.
becomes your seatmate, diba? Or when you get to know her on a more personal level, you'll know that, she's like pretty crazy. Diba? So, there are two types of crazy, diba? The John Brizuela crazy and the Theresa Mendoza crazy. So,
Different spectrums. Pero fun altogether once you get to know us.
Yeah. Yes. We're all fun.
for sure. And I guess kaya nga tayo nandito because, we want to relive and reminisce dun sa mga fun times na fun, challenging, whatever times na meron tayo sa CSA because CSA is really a big part of who we are, di ba? It's a big part of our history, di ba? So siguro we want to hear more about that, yung experiences ninyo sa CSA. Kasi the first two episodes I did, we focused mostly sa music. Okay, so I feel na it was a little bit limited dun sa mga stories na people could share. Okay, but not now sa atin, again, like anything goes, you remember a crazy story, feel free to share. So, with that, siguro better kung meron tayong may questions na akong tatanungin sa inyo and then we answer it and then, let's take it from there. So, siguro I'll start ladies first, okay?
Ladies first.
So, a question that I find interesting is, well, maybe not for others, but who cares? But na parang for me, sino yung naging favorite teacher ninyo? Like, if there was one teacher na you're like, oh, this person's my favorite teacher, who would that be and why? I know this is like a beauty pageant question, diba? We kind of sound like, oh, okay, welcome to Mr. and Miss CSA 96.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
no, but yeah,
I
like,
don't remember. Sobrang sama ng memory ko, but I remember si Mr. Geronimo ba is in our first year?
yep, he
Yeah,
was
di
our
ba?
advisor.
I remember him. Like, parang sobrang bait niya. So, I remember him. And then, I'm not sure, like, sino pa ba? I have to, like, give me names and I will remember it. Remember their names. Sino pa ba? Like,
Siguro,
wala akong masyadong maalala. Sobrang sama ng memory ko. Sorry. Ay, hindi.
Sooner or later, mariremember mo yan.
Sino?
Sooner or later. Sooner or later, mariremember mo yung mga yan.
Oo nga
It's just
like,
right now, it's just
sobrang
at the tip of your tongue.
random.
but
I don't know about you. What about you,
What
si
about you,
John?
John?
Like, baka mas may maalala siya.
Oh, it's funny. Who was our yung advisor? Yung head teacher natin nung second year, Miss Bundalian.
yep,
Miss Bundalian. Just one day, siguro she really strikes like someone I remember because one day I was like really late for class, and then siya yung head teacher, so I had to go see the head teacher, and I said like, it stuck to me because sabi ko, oh, kasi yung bangko hindi pa bukas, and it was just like some lame excuse, but she really stuck to me because she always like, I think she had like a hard hand over me, like she wanted to straighten me out. Like I was always that kid na, you know, always standing up inside the classroom, checking out everybody's work or whatever it was. I was always not in my own seat, and so she strikes an impact. But yun, sino yung chem teacher natin before? Yung with the thick glasses, and she was always like,
Miss Claudio.
Miss Claudio. Di ba naging advisor natin siya? Third
No,
year?
No, head teacher natin siya, third year.
Okay.
But she
Chem
was our
teacher
teacher
siya.
nung science. Science teacher natin.
Science teacher. But yeah, she strikes like something I remember through my life right now. Because I not to say na, I'm always trying to reason out. That's what they I always have something to say, and that's who I am, and I can't help myself. But it was like one of those days wherein I wasn't always trying to answer back, but I think na one up ko siya nun that one time. So she's someone who I remember through high school.
That,
Tapos sila Mr. Lee, fourth year, super cool, man. Love the guy.
John, ito pala, like, isa pala ito sa mga questions na medyo matagal na akong, like, I was like, okay, I need the answer to this question. It's been not naman bothering me for like decades, but weren't you, nung grade school tayo, you were part of the foreigners class, right?
Right, yeah. Through grade school, I was in the foreigners class. Up until, I guess, nung high school na,
Yeah.
I've moved on from different classes. And I guess I came in second grade when I was, back in 86 to CSA. And it was like something like, through the years, I was always in the foreigners class. Pero
Which
Nag-furnace
is
class yun si
why.
Theresa eh.
Oh nga, like, hindi ko alam yun, John.
Yun yung tanong ngayon. Why were you in the foreigners class?
I don't know. Hindi, since 86 siguro, hindi pa ako magaling mag-Tagalog. Hindi,
Also,
yung proficiency ko pagdating sa Tagalog, hindi pa at par sa school.
oh wait,
And
so you didn't grow up here, or you came from the US ba by that time, or very English
yeah.
heavy lang? Oh, okay.
So at the age of 8, I think it was meant na I should have been like, I would have been coming in for third grade, but they put me back to second grade because age appropriate with like the rest of the classes. So and they put me in a class wherein pag may Filipino class siguro they considered na, oh, this guy has no fucking effing clue or something. So when it comes to that, so and I think na that was like one of my weak points even then. So they put me in a foreigners class. Saka hindi ako, I think American citizen na ako from that point on. Hindi nila ako kinonsider na as Filipino criterially. You know, may criteria yata sila.
So I guess talagang looks can be deceiving, no? So
Right. Yeah.
So,
Don't judge the book by its cover. Right?
mismo. Like parang si
Yeah.
Teresa, di ba? Like you would think na, oh, Teresa's this small, quiet girl.
But she's a firecracker. Yeah, she's a firecracker. Dude, kailangan mo lang maging seatmate mo lang yan. She will open that Pandora's box. And you will have loads of fun with her. Di ba seatmate? Naging seatmate ba kita?
Yeah, like, naalala ko si John. Oh, by the way, may naalala akong teacher. Fourth year high school, si Mrs. Libao. Best teacher. Hands down.
Yeah.
Pero, I mean, a lot of our teachers in high school, sobrang bait, sobrang galing.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
but, like, siya, like, because she was the last, sobrang cool siya. But yeah, si John, nakakatawa yan. Like, I remember, John, I think, last minute, outing ata tayo nun, papuntang Batangas. Hindi ko alam kung
I think
nagpaalam ka o hindi.
Wait, what year was this?
Family,
Parang medyo specific tayo. Anong
Third
year?
year.
Wait,
I think third year yun.
it can't be third year kasi classmate ko si John ng third year eh. Probably
I'm
definitely
everywhere.
not third year.
O baka second year. I don't remember.
Baka second year.
Pero baka second year. Kasama natin sila Mitzi and all that. Tapos sumama sa amin si John. So, dapat lahat kami mag-chip in. Tapos, I think naka-halfway na kami umalis. Tapos nagsisingilan na. Tapos wala siyang pera.
That's like a classic John story.
Yeah.
Pero like,
to this day,
lahat kami,
I think
to chip in for John.
to this
Hindi namin
day,
pwedeng iwan si John. He's the life of
I'm
the party
sorry.
eh. Alam mo.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Yeah, actually kasi no, yun yan. But for me, parang really when you look back, di ba? Parang yung pinaka-ambag ni John really is yung presence niya. Di ba? Because he's gonna make the gathering super crazy. Okay, now, I have a story lang. Again, kids, don't do this at home. This was a different time. John, remember nung third year tayo? I don't know if you remember this, but we wouldn't cut class, or I don't know, but we would end up sa Paddy's Point. I think we did this like twice or thrice.
Right. Yeah, we would. We'd show up later than the rest. Nauna na sila, nag-cut na sila ng class. I guess like, they missed like half of the school. Like at noon, cut na sila. And then we catch up, I guess that's I didn't want to miss out. And I had to bring you along. So, mentality ko na nun eh. Even if I didn't have a single cent in my pocket, I'm sure I was going to make it a good time for the people I was going to be around with. At some point...
You always do.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not so sure. So
No, man, like, especially looking
It's
back,
all
diba?
good.
Exactly, diba? Like, yun nga, diba? Parang, there are things na we don't really get to appreciate before when we were younger because, we were always like, oh, I'm giving this, you should also give the same, whatever. But then, but when you look back, na parang, yeah, there were people na in that group natin dyan, diba? Na parang, yeah, they did pay up, but then they didn't really contribute to the craziness of what happened or yung conversations, diba? So parang, yeah,
It's
I'd
all about the
rather,
memories, you know?
yeah, diba? So, but yeah, I know medyo nag-jump tayo ng konti because, and ironically enough, di ba, yung pangalan ng series is Cutting Classes, but I actually never asked yung mga guests ko before if they ever did cut class. And I have a story also kasi kay Teresa, so I don't know if she remembers this. Again, I'm not sure if we did cut class or this was, during yung exams, di ba, exams, maaga tayo na-dismiss. But I remember one of those days, I think we did cut class. You, me, for sure, si Louis, si Eric, and some other. I think sila Rachel, Miguel, diba? Si Irma probably was there. So we
First year.
first year to So we were like what 13, diba? 13, 14.
Yeah, I can imagine. 13 years old.
So lakad na tayo, diba? And then we tried to watch a movie. Okay, the movie was The Bodyguard. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
The
Okay.
bodyguard.
Okay, so si John, 'di ba? John, kilala mo rin si Louis Jimenez, 'di ba? Because,
Oh yeah. Yeah,
foreigners
good
class.
buddy. He's a good guy. Yeah.
'Di ba? So the funny thing was, parang PG-15 ata yung The Bodyguard. So even si Teresa for some reason was kasi nung time
She was
na
never gonna make it in.
but for some weird reason she was okay.
She
Kasi
was in there.
kami ni Louie, like first year high school, I was like 5 foot flat or something. So,
Oh man.
and si
Imagine
Louie,
me.
and si Louie was like a few inches smaller than me pa. So what happened was, ayaw kami bentahan ng tickets. Like everyone else got their tickets. Like I swear to God, kami ni Louie, we were just out there waiting for the movie to finish because you guys did go on to watch the movie. Do you remember that?
Oh my gosh, no. Talaga? Iniwan ka namin?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Pero I didn't. Oh
Did
my
I
gosh,
come
hindi
back
ko
outside?
maalala.
I think they
Did
did
it come
naman.
back?
I think they did. Okay. Siguro part of me wish na they did. I was like, I hope you guys all die in the theater, di ba? Na for leaving me and
Hinintay
Louie.
niyo talaga kami?
I think
Hinintay niyo
so.
ba kami?
Yeah, nag-arcade ka yata. Nag-arcade yata tayo or something. It was just
Oh,
right
okay.
there. But I do remember when we would cut classes. It's like to make the trip faster to get out of Dasma was that ding dong dash. That was always a help. And I
Yes.
figured,
Ano
maybe we could
yun?
speed this up. Hindi, alam mo yun, naglalakad tayo throughout Dasma and then, just to make the trip faster to get out para makatawid tayo ng Pasay Road. I think we would hit like a house, and then after that we'd hit another house, like three more houses down, and then it just keep going. And it was easier to get and we'd make those, movie times. It was funny.
I remember that, John. Ang mahilig din sa ganyan si Freddy Gonzales. I remember like there was this one time, si Freddy was there, and then that's the first time I heard that. But yeah, I think we should do the ding dong. Then he would like ring the doorbells of different houses.
Yeah,
And then
ding dong
lalabas,
dash.
we're like,
Yeah, kung si Q or like someone just make a dash for it. So and it probably saved us another 10 minutes to see the movie. So, but
I didn't know.
I'm not gonna say I cut as often as much of the other people, but no names, but uh, you know who you are.
yep.
I think every year I get caught talaga. Every year, from first year to fourth year. palagi ako nahuhuli for cutting classes.
So,
But
Pero
you
I
know,
think one year actually nakalusot ako. Dinefend ako ng lola ko. But I was really sick though. I was sick though, so pero may reason naman yung cutting class ko nun.
but that
for
Lagi ako
good,
nasa
for
head
a
teacher's
very
office
good
for that.
reason.
Pero where again, like kami ni John, 'di ba? Like usually naman sa Glee Cos lang kami pumupunta, 'di ba? Like we would
Yeah, mga hobby shops nung araw, and like just to see if we can make it to the arcade and just get picked up there instead, you know. And those things are like I don't know how common it is nowadays, but that's what we were doing at 25 years ago or 20 something years ago. And it was always going to be a good time. And it was guaranteed.
I think part of the good time kasi nga is being scared. 'Di ba? Na parang
Real. Real.
Mahuhuli ka.
the school will catch you, 'di ba? Tapos your parents will find out. So it's weird, no? It's always fun to do something bad.
Adrenaline at the young age, and it was like I think I almost had that feeling every day that I went to school at CSA, because what am I gonna do next? I think it was more like I don't know if my attention was mostly in class, but my concern was mostly the people around me. So it would have been a friend, it would have been a classmate. I was if I didn't see the class having a good time in class, siguro that's where I came in. That's how I felt.
For sure, John. And then, I'm sure pati yung mga ibang classmates mo from different years and stuff can really say na, well, you did a good job. So, job well done, man. Now looking back, diba? So, yeah, man, you have to pat yourself on the back, diba?
Yeah,
And
thanks.
speaking of classmates, another question. Again, these are random questions, because I didn't want to send you guys the questions in advance because I really want to catch people off guard. Because usually it's the first thing you say na parang that's more who you are, diba? Rather than, give you guys time to think about it. But favorite seatmate, man. Favorite classmate. Just one. Na parang very memorable siya. You always had a good time, with that classmate. Okay, so do you guys have any favorite seatmate? Or classmate. Doesn't have to be a seatmate. Kasi, like, see, John never was my seatmate. Diba?
Question ba yun, Mark? Ilan mo namang ikaw, di ba?
Ikaw rin eh. Alam mo naman, ikaw rin ang sasagot ko eh.
No.
Parang obvious na yata to eh.
No, wait. Guys, i-remind ko lang kayo sa question. It's not who's the coolest guy you know. No, just kidding.
Oh, man.
No.
Just proclaim.
You hit the spot, bro.
No, but sige, wag natin isama yung sarili ko sa equation. Wag natin isama yung sarili.
Besides you.
Besides me. But thank you so much, guys. And you guys are so nice. But for sure, 'di ba? Sobrang dami nating nakakatawa and interesting classmates, 'di ba? So,
Right.
Does anyone stick out sa inyo then? Like,
Who sticks out? As a classmate, as a seatmate.
Actually, wala akong
Please,
masyadong
ikaw muna.
maalala. But actually,
Alam ko kayo,
I'm trying to remember kung sino yung mga naging seatmates ko. Alam mo, di ba ilang beses nila tayong nililipat palagi? Like, I think, is it every quarter or whatever?
yeah.
So, like, parang, I think si Robin, I forget his last name.
Rojas.
Si Robin Rojas, yeah.
Wow, you
Naging seatmate ko siya for a while. He always makes me laugh. So I remember that. So tsaka si Ching. I think si Ching was also one of my seatmates before. So
I know.
yeah, they were funny.
Kasama tayo ng fourth
I
year,
mean,
right?
I always like yung mga nakakatawang tao. So it just
Classmate ba
makes
tayo
the
ng
vibe.
fourth year? Were
Fourth
we
year, may
classmates?
ibaw ka ba?
Huh?
No. 4J? No.
No. 4F ba yun? F ba yun? Last classroom in the home ec? Katabi ng home ec? Is that the
No.
classroom? No, that's like some. Okay.
No,
What,
like sa dulong-dulo kami. I think near the stairs.
grabe, no? Talagang
Oh,
pinapakita natin sa mga tao how bad our memories are. Parang, wow, how old
Ay,
are these
ako
people?
ata yung pinakamasama.
Diba? Parang, how
I'm
old are
sorry.
these
Alam ko si
people?
Mark always reminds me of stuff eh.
Don't worry, I will pa
You
rin.
have always good stories.
Yeah, and it's because of you guys, diba? Na parang kayo yung, see, that's why I don't even really drink especially sa mga parties because I want to record everything sa memory ko na parang so I can make fun of people afterwards, diba? Because if you're
right.
drunk,
Yeah.
because if you're drunk, you can
Yeah.
remember stuff, diba? So I'm like,
Yeah. You have a bad memory. You use that video. You try to advantage yourself.
so,
I don't have anybody in particular, I guess, that really stuck out. But you know, equally to everybody who was out there, I had a grand old time. I always had like, I try to make the most of my time out when I'm around people. Maybe the things I say are like beyond or like funny or it could be crazy, it could be extremely stupid, but you know, impactful yung mga presence ng iba. Just that's how I feel like, uh I was just gonna be as friendly as possible. So I looked at everybody equally, as much as I can.
John, yun pala, no? Yun din eh. Like, you're one of those people na I don't really know anyone na who doesn't like you. Diba? I mean, syempre medyo common, especially, you're a funny guy, but, you were able to be funny without really being offensive. Kasi ako, unlike me, especially in high school, like a lot of my humor was based on being offensive to someone else, not to make fun of
Right,
someone else. I mean, did
right.
it work? Yes, it did. Not for the other guy though, pero di ba, like, it worked for everyone else. So I
Yeah.
always looked at people as, well, that's collateral damage, bro, di ba? But you weren't like that. And actually, to be honest, now that we're talking then, to be honest, medyo disappointed ako sa social media presence mo, like sa Facebook and stuff. Why? Because you never post anything stupid. You never post anything funny. Yeah, it's like when people see you, na parang medyo preppy clothes ka pa, like, you look like a golfer from the 60s or something. I said, what happened to John, man? Where's like the crazy John na I know? Diba? That's why for me, it's like, dude, I need to talk to this guy. Maybe, getting him to guest sa cutting classes would be, like a good excuse to finally catch up with him. Because it would have been like super weird if I just reached out to you and said, but hey, John, you want to like do a Zoom chat? Diba? So, so John, what's up, man? Like, are you like more of a serious guy now, or are you still like that crazy person you just don't want to be super active lang sa social media?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's one thing you perceive yourself online, and it's one thing when you're around a person personally. So it's like a different spectrum, something that I can't be like super active and try to be funny and then find like myself in a situation where this can backbite. I figure yung personality ko would speak for myself if you get to see me personally. And I think most impactful yung time of presence than time just you leave a better mark on people's memory if
But
you experience.
I mean, yeah, I understand that. But then lugi kami. Like, I don't see you. You're all the way in Chicago. Diba na parang,
Uh-huh.
dude, like, throw us a bone, man. Diba na parang,
We wanna see, we wanna feel the old John back.
diba
Oh,
again, just
Makulit na John.
diba, na kahit konting snippets lang na parang, oh my God, he's still like super great. Kasi, like, well, sabagay si Theresa is much the same then dun sa online presence niya na parang, yeah, very serious, very inspiring, and very
oh,
hot.
yeah.
diba? So,
Always showing the good side of her.
diba? So,
Even flex. Come on, show everybody. Flex your good side.
Ano? Tignan nyo na lang sa social media.
Please like, subscribe, please. Right?
at saka dito pala sa sa CSA Forever. O nga pala, kailangan pala natin i-plug yung I mean, that's why we're doing this all. Guys, first of all,
Cutting classes.
Cutting Classes, subscribe to the
Cutting
YouTube
classes.
And then yung advocacies natin, guys, again, yung advocacies natin really are mostly for the teachers and yung mga batchmates natin who need financial help. So please go to csaforever.net.
Please, CSA guys, go to CSA Forever.
.net.
You know, we can help our Augustinians, our brothers and sisters. Let's do that.
Diba?
You
So,
know, who are in need of help.
I'm gonna share like a story, like one of the stories na naalala ko kay John. Okay, well, you know, like, there are a lot. Okay, but then one of the stories, this was religion class, John. Okay, again, remember religion class. Okay, so okay, for some reason, the topic again was the creation, again. So balik tayo sa Genesis. It was Adam and Eve. Okay, so I'm like, first of all, I was like, dude, third year na tayo, but natin to, it's like we kind of know the story already. Okay, so but then, syempre yung teacher was like, see, you know, before Adam and Eve sinned or whatever, like ate that fruit, you know, there was no malice. You know, they were just naked, because there was no malice. And then I remember, I swear to God, John raised his hand, and the teacher was like, yes, John. Ma'am, so if that's the case, let's just go back to the old times and let's just all be naked. so we all laughed, diba? You know what made it even funnier was, I swear John was like super serious that he thought that it was gonna work. Come on, like he was like egging people, diba? Right? Let's all be naked. Let's all be naked.
Naghanap pa ako ng supporters.
Meron ba nag-support?
I mean, I was like...
May sumagot ba?
I was
like... nag-raise ng hand?
Sorry, man. I was like, it's a good idea. Okay, but I don't know. But
inappropriate.
Especially Catholic school tayo, so probably not gonna work well. But then, man, I swear, and then like another story was, see, guys, sorry, ako yung nagkukwento for John because he told me he kind of forgot. Di ba meron tayong like, I don't know, like creative writing or something, like one of those subjects na you had to write some stuff, right? So, see, John went to me and he was like, bro, you know, can you help me out? Wala akong maisip. So what I did was, yung lyrics ng, you guys familiar with Black Hole Sun? I think this is how it
Black Hole Sun.
Yeah, Soundgarden.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you knew what I was doing. So I was like, in my eyes, in this quote, but I was like narrating it to you, and you were just like writing it down. You're writing it down, and eventually, parang you just added stuff to that. And you actually passed, man. Like, parang you freestyle na parang I gave you like parts of the lyrics and then you made it work for some reason. So I was like, wow, I'm pretty much impressed.
It's great creative juices. So I might not, come up with my own, but maybe add to something. And that's probably some of the reasons why I pass a lot of I get a whole lot of passes, bro. Trust me. To this day, I don't know if I got to thank the Augustinian way, but it really helped me out through my life. I guess maintaining the whole Augustinian way, and it served me well. And I would assume that the kids after me or the other people before me were like just the same, and we hold this character to what Augustinians are. So, and I'm glad, 25 years ago I graduated from CSA. But I gotta let you know, they were always trying to kick me out. They were always trying to kick me out. But their very reason was, your son, John, he's a good kid and all, but he can't stay still. He was always out of his seat, and he was always checking things out, like seeing what's going on around. And I think, you know, you know, I might have added that in an Augustinian way, but that's rare, I guess. So I thank them. I thank Father Rodriguez. I thank all my classmates and all, and a great experience put together. And I'm sure, like, there's stories that'll come up, and like I might have touched people's lives or some. So I enjoy all of it. Yeah.
So Teresa, ikaw naman, again, I'm like super impressed with the achievements na you've done. Okay, especially,
Yeah.
Thank you.
so,
Oh my
Thank you.
gosh.
you think, like being an Agustinian or yung experience mo sa CSA eventually led you to, with them, because man, what you do, sobra yung mindset niya. I have like so much respect dun sa ginagawa mo because I respect people who can do things na I can't do. Okay, so like the discipline, the commitment and stuff. So, do you want to share some stuff, some experiences siguro na
Yeah, I think I mean, first of all, like, like I'm impressed with everybody because we're all like in a different time in our life now, diba? Parang everybody kind of like accomplished something in their life. I mean, this one is like, everything that happens in our life is parang helps us to like mold us to what we are right now, diba? So all of the experiences of that kind of like gets to like parang help you to be the person you are now, diba? So yeah, like, well, yeah, I didn't get into bodybuilding until like mga siguro 4 years ago, but or 5 years ago. But it's definitely different, like I wanted to test, you know, my mind, of course. Like first of all, there's a lot of things going on in my personal life at that time. I've been always kind of active naman, but at the same time there were a lot of distractions, no. Um, but it was like something that would just like parang focused on myself, like just like anybody else, you have a hobby, that kind of like you enjoy and it's just all for you. But yeah, all that experience from CSA, of course, helped me, of course, to mold me to where I'm at right now. But yung mindset is just definitely different, it's total discipline talaga. And it kind of like helped me to like really focus on myself and what I can do, how far I can take it, yeah, so I mean, what did I do, bud? So nung nangyari yun, like I was just focused on a lot of things and I needed something for myself. So bodybuilding was definitely helpful to me. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what
no no
it's definitely different, yeah.
Okay, because here's the thing. Okay, again, this is just real talk coming from me and knowing who you are or who you were. Because before, when you would visit Manila, diba? Like before, like 10 years ago, ano yung always, ano mo, oh, like saan tayo iinom, whatever. You love to drink. You would always get hammered, smashed, diba? So, it's super interesting lang kasi, especially for me, na, okay, you said na you got into bodybuilding because you were going through difficult things in your life. And, di ba, parang, most people, especially kung ganun yung past, ganun yung enjoyment nila, which is, like drinking, going out, you would think that they would gravitate more towards that, di ba? And it's
Yeah,
just
different kind of bisho,
so
or
yeah,
something.
so it's actually super amazing that you turned your situation or to help your situation with something super positive, 'di ba? So how does it feel na marami na slide ng DMs sa'yo, 'di ba? So this
Mga previous
No.
crushes, mga previous
diba?
crushes.
Like I'm one of them, man. Like when I see like a hot IG story ni Teresa, I'm like fire emoji. I would like send her fire emojis. I'm like, it's hot,
Ako
man.
rin. Fire, 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 fire.
Diba? It is what it
Thank
is.
you.
Diba? It is
No,
what it
it's
is.
okay naman. Like, I mean, of course, like, yeah, I didn't expect anything out of it, pero, like, for me, it was just more for myself. I wanted to, like, improve on myself and my health, so, because at that time, like, my father was sick, my brother was sick, and I was, like, parang so focused on them, and I didn't have anything, like, parang feeling ko, like, I was drowning, with that kind of, like, all that emotion. So, like, I need to do something for myself na, like, not to, because my dad said at what point in my life before, after getting married with kids, of course you kind of let go a little bit, you gain weight, and then I went back to, like, working out again, so try to take care of myself, and then eventually, I was getting, like, a lot of injuries because I was doing CrossFit for about 7 years, and then I was getting a lot of injuries, and then eventually my coach at that time introduced me to bodybuilding, so because, yeah, I'll give it a try. So, and it was different because it was just not about, like, going to the gym and then, sharing the workout with everybody else. It was really just on me, like, it's up to me how to change myself, like, I really need to do the discipline for myself, like, parang, okay, I need to focus on the way that I should be eating, the way that I should be training, and how I can do better and how I can be more competitive. The first time around was not exactly parang competitive. It's more of like a bucket list lang at the beginning, eh. And then I really enjoyed it. It's a lot more than just, building your physique. It's a whole different animal. Alam mo yun, parang it's, your mind has to be there. Discipline is really hard because, like, gusto mo kumain but you can't eat all the all the sweets that you want, or like yung regular food. So yeah, it's different, Siyempre nawala na rin yung inom-inom ko. Like, I used to love to drink, every now and then with friends, Pero yeah, it's rewarding. I have no regrets, and I'm hoping that my dad is proud of me for my choices and decided to pursue this kind of thing in my life.
Yeah, man. And can you guys see the pictures ba na I'm sharing? Can you guys see the
Yeah, it's
pictures?
beautiful.
See, yeah,
Therese,
Yeah, thank
Theresa,
you.
you did great, and I'm proud. At some
Thank
point, you were
you.
my seatmate too, I think. Di ba naging
Oh,
seatmate din tayo? Yeah.
there.
I mean, no regrets. I mean, I didn't see that in the future what you're capable of, and it was, remarkable and amazing at the same time. It's just something that, you can tell your children, your children's children at some point and say like, hey, you know, she may have started later in life, but if you get started now early, this is something you should, follow. This is she's amazing.
and yeah, di ba?
Thank you,
Parang,
John. Thank you,
you know,
Mark.
no, and see, Teresa is the perfect example of, you know, it's never too late, di ba? Again, people always like
Absolutely.
to make age as an excuse. Okay? Yeah,
Absolutely.
Hmm.
totoo, di ba, na parang may window tayo na hindi na natin talaga ma-achieve because of our age. Like, let's say, for me, I can never be a professional basketball player anymore. Kunyari, ngayon ako mag-decide. Di ba? But then,
Right.
if it's something that I really like, di ba, I'm really interested, di ba, I can always still improve my basketball skills. Di
Right.
ba?
Right.
Na parang, ang ano ko nga is, di ba, na parang, people like to really just make excuses, di ba? For not improving, di ba? And
True.
ako siguro, if ever there's an advice that I can give, and then people are like, why is this guy giving advice? Is he like, I don't know, Tony Robbins or something? So no, but this really helped me, that especially this fitness journey ko, because I've been doing jiu-jitsu for a long time, but then I really focused more on the technical side of things, okay, how things work and the efficiency. And syempre, di ba, the more efficient you are, the less muscles you use, the less calories you burn. Okay? So, but then I was like, I need to be more fit. Okay? To be healthier. I just,
Right.
ang ginawa ko lang, and I know this is gonna help everyone with whatever they want to achieve or improve on. I just started with 5 minutes. Parang, sinet ko lang yun, mag-alarm ako 5 minutes. Parang I know na
Start
I'm,
somewhere.
di ba? And then, but then, my idea was, but I have to do this every day. Okay? Kasi, we all have 5 minutes. Diba? Like, you can't tell me na you're super busy na you don't have 5 minutes to improve on what you need to improve on. Diba? So, I just started with 5 minutes, and then later on, diba, syempre, ikaw na yung mabobore. Then, and I wanted to do it every day, because if I just did like twice a week, then I'm resting, like 5 more days, diba? Or I'm resting 5 days, and I'm just doing 2 days. Then I won't develop that habit. Diba? It's easier to develop a habit if you do it every day. Diba? So, I
Yeah.
just started with 5 minutes. Again, I'm like nowhere near the sa level ni Teresa, because, you know, yung nutrition talaga yung problem ko. It's like, I'm still working on that. But, guys, yun lang yung, if I can get, see, hindi lang puro kalokohan tong show na to, diba? Gusto ko naman medyo may
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
So, guys, yun lang.
It's a betterment video.
Diba? Na, especially we're 43 na, it's never too late to improve yourself, kasi with whatever you want that gives you fulfillment. Diba? Again, watching K-dramas and Netflix shows, that's not an achievement. Diba? Sometimes people kind of make it sound like it is. Na, alam mo ba, natapos ko yung series na yun in like 2 days, man. Like, okay, good for you. Diba? So, Teresa, with that being said, do you have like any, I know kasi parang people, and I'm like one of those, to be honest, na syempre medyo overwhelming din kasi yung what you do. It's a little bit ibang level. So, but can you like dial it down again just to help people, just get started? Any tips to help our batchmates then, get to a healthier lifestyle?
I think it's just like you said, parang you have to like incorporate it sometime in your like parang it's a lifestyle, you want, first of all, you have to want it, because if you don't want it, you're not going to get there, because parang if you set like parang, okay, I'm going to do this I'm going to do a detox for 7 days, and then after that, I'm done. I mean, it could be anything, okay, I'm just saying, but, like you have to want to have a good life, a healthy lifestyle, So that's one. And then if you have the intention naman, just start with just anything that you can think of at the beginning. You just like, you can start walking every day, when you wake up in the morning, maybe wake up like an extra 15-20 minutes so you can go out and just enjoy the morning and just go for a walk. And then, some people, they like to journal after, or, or just enjoy their coffee and then they write something. Anything, like, it doesn't have to be parang, like specifically like in related to just like fitness, maglalakad ka, or you want to do a run, or you want to like do weights, or you start with little things, something that yung realistic for somebody, like it could be, it's like, okay, I'm gonna start with, I'm not gonna eat junk food, I'm gonna take it out, and then slowly do that, and then okay na you were doing good
No
for
midnight
maybe
snacks.
like 2 weeks. Walang mga midnight, yeah, just like anything, like if it's for you na parang after 10 o'clock, wala nang snacks,
Yeah.
no? Pero like sobra, pag 9:30, kain ka naman na kain. Kasi pag 10 o'clock na, hindi na pwede. No, but it's like just little things, and of course, it's always helpful to be around with people that inspire you, like, get a buddy who can help you, it's like, grab your husband or your partner or a friend, like just anybody, or maybe nandiyan sa Manila, call Mark.
Mark,
Start
Mark
with something,
is like go-to guy, man.
It could
Call
be you,
Call your man, Mark.
Yeah,
He's
just like
available.
anything, just start small.
Slide me the
and then
DMs,
you can
guys.
actually increment. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, you start with that, and then of course nutrition plays a role. Then like it doesn't mean that you have to cut out like everything out. Anything that's extra is a little bit of too much is not good for you. So you want to have some sweets, yes, have some sweets, pero don't exaggerate them, and then when you eat, diba? So yung mga ganon. So maybe give it like parang a reward for yourself towards the end of the week, or like maybe you have it twice a week instead of having it every day. Just little things. Start with that.
Yeah, thanks. Kasi yun nga, parang at the end of the day, and I know you will agree with me, Dito Teresa. Again, with anything, diba? If you want to improve on something, it has to be a habit, diba? Because otherwise, it's just gonna be a temporary thing, diba? Because marami din kasing parang, oh, I know someone who lost like 20 pounds in like 3 months, and then they kind of want to do what those people did, but then hindi naman
Yeah.
sustainable eh, di ba?
I'm gonna chime into that kasi, like when you say na parang, and just focus on yourself. When you want to change something, don't compare your journey to somebody else because everybody's gonna have a different journey. Like just because nag-lose siya ng 20 pounds or whatever in 3 months doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. You're different different starting point, and maybe you're doing it a little more extreme. That's not for you. So, just focus on yourself and be patient on that. Because every time you try to build a habit or, it takes a while, diba? It takes a while. So,
Yeah,
once you like succeed with one, then go for the second one and the third. So, always have a goal. Para that way, you can eventually incorporate it in your life.
exactly.
Your
But
lifestyle, yeah.
yun nga eh, parang the thing is, for you to develop a habit then, diba, you can't keep falling back to your old habits eh, diba? To develop good habits, you can't, na parang hindi every opportunity na, second, like I know people, diba, na parang second day pa lang nila sa healthy eating, but then they're like, oh, pero kasi may nagpadala ng cake sa house eh. I'm like, dude, you can't like fall into that trap over and over because you'll never develop that habit. And siguro, and another mindset na, I want to share sa mga kabatch natin. Again, they're probably like, why is this guy giving like fitness tips, diba? But anyway, ang ano kasi is,
Hindi naman.
don't do it for vanity. Diba? Na parang yun yung mali din ng mga tao eh. Especially, I mean, I get it if we were in our 20s, diba? You want to impress people, whatever. You want to, like, get more dates, whatever. Pero sa age kasi natin, yung priority natin is not how good you're gonna look eh. Diba? That's just gonna be a bonus. You have to prioritize muna parang, hey, I need to do this for my health. Diba? I need to do this for my health first. And kasi doon din na-frustrate yung iba eh. Like, they'll do like a healthy lifestyle for like 2 weeks. And then if they don't see the results they were expecting, they're like, oh, it's not for me, and whatever. Then they stop altogether, not knowing na yung 2 weeks na yun already improved yung health nila. Diba? Because,
Absolutely.
diba? So, again,
It's not all physical right away. Pero like, maybe it's like more mental. Alam mo yun?
It's
just
more
like developing something.
right. It's not instant gratification that you're after, but you want to have that mentality wherein you build on that and it becomes a habit wherein you're looking out for yourself at the same time your longevity. Saka if you have children, you think about your children. So as your children grow old, they would expect their father to be around or their mother to be around. So if you find yourself like at a point na midlife crisis and you want to do better and you have children, you look to yourself and improve in it. So yung start nun is like, if it's physical, then go ahead. If it's mental, go ahead. Create good habits. So
And then
that's probably
I want, sorry.
go. That's exactly.
No, that's actually a good point, no. At the same time, I wanted to add, because, some people get frustrated, no, because they're trying to get results and they're not getting results right away. I suggest, like, even if you're not seeing the results right away, don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Because it's like, it takes time. You have to be really patient. Like,
Yeah.
I do get a lot of DMs, like, asking me, it's like, how can I get abs, or how can I, do this, and how can I, there's a lot, like, they want to focus on certain things. I don't really give advice, only because it's not just like, hey, here's a ab workout and you do that. It's not like
Yeah.
that. Alam mo yun, it took me
Not
so
everybody needs
so
to.
many years, like, it takes, and nawawala siya, like, it doesn't stay there. And it's funny because every time, like, I would go back home, or if Mark would see me or somebody, like, even with my relatives, they would see me, it's like, "Ba't parang ang taba mo?" But I don't say, the same, like, leanness or, like, all year round, because it's hard.
Oh,
It
yeah.
really is, yung maintenance is hard. and
Yeah.
I don't get that lean until I'm actually stage ready. So it's like as I get closer to a show. But yeah, like it's different with everybody else. You know, like some people have like good genetics, were blessed to that. You know, mabilis yung metabolism nila, and they can, you know, ano lang sila, they stay like really good in good health, and they
Yeah,
look
and
physically, you know, good.
those are the people that we hate. Diba? We hate those people. Okay, go on. Sorry, Teresa. Go on.
And then, no, and then the others naman, parang yung mga who wants to like, and I actually like, I appreciate it. I do get some DMs from our batchmates then. It's like, how do you stay, you know, like it's inspiring that you kind of kept your, you know, you kept yourself in shape or stuff like that. And every time, you know, like you post something or, you know, I read something, it's inspiring. It made me go back to the gym, you know. So those are like good things that I really appreciate, those kind of messages. Parang you're inspiring somebody to go back and, you know, take care of their health. Yeah, so just make sure na when you're getting into this kind of things, you know, it takes time. And, you know, it really has to be more of like, oh, pag pumayat na ako, tapos na. You know, you have to continue to like have a, you know, healthy lifestyle. You know, like it has to be good for you. You have to be happy. Okay, first of all, you have to be happy to do it, and then at the end of it, you know, kasi kung if you're not enjoying it, it's hard. You know, you pick something that you love to do. You know, it could be just like, you know, basketball. Alam mo yun? Maybe, you know, like just incorporate it every once a week or twice a week or
I do that.
whatever
I
you
enjoy
can incorporate it
basketball.
with. Or just go walking, you know, on the other days that you can't. So, parang just do something that's just make you active. Alam mo yun?
Yun nga. Speaking of which naman, connected siya sa topic. Okay, but probably medyo on the other side naman. Food, di ba? We all love food. Yun yung weakness natin lahat. Any standout food sa CSA na you guys remember? Like anything na you're like, oh man,
Garlic
you know, that's my favorite.
steak.
Garlic steak, yes. Yes, that's mine too.
Katsudon. Oh, you know, nagja-Japanese na tayo at an early age. We were having Japanese fine cuisine at an early age. And so I look for those bento boxes everywhere in the world, you know, but we've had that, you know. Pero yung garlic steak tops most of it. Because recess pa lang. Di ba, third year, we are at the door. Pag nag-break ng recess, we're there. Unang-una tayo. So that was,
sandali
I
lang yung
live for
recess
that.
mo, bis mo kumain.
Oo. Tsaka lunch, you know, we weren't in the LRT. We were all over the place. We were already cutting classes. Segue class, cutting classes. This is the topic. So
Yeah, man. Di ba? Parang, so sobrang fortunate natin to be part of CSA. Kaya nga, I remember when first time I went to my daughter's school, kasi my daughter doesn't go to CSA because, you know, it's expensive sa CSA. But
of
anyway,
course, yes.
and malapit sa house namin yung school niya. It's also a good school. Okay? But then, you know, when I went there, so parang pumunta ako sa cafeteria, di ba? You know, I just felt sad. Di ba? Na parang, ito yung
You want to
options.
find out what your daughter's having.
Yeah, di ba? Parang, so ito yung options ng daughter ko. Di ba? And it's not bad.
Compared sa'yo.
Di ba? I mean, dude, like, John, you were mentioning that at an early age, Jesus Christ, we were getting tempura, we were getting Mongolian barbecue, we were getting bro, like the first time I've had Korean beef stew.
Food court talaga.
Yeah, di ba? Like Korean beef
so many
stew.
choices.
Meron na nagbebenta nun. Before pa mauso yung mga K-pop na yan, whatever, di ba? The Korean culture.
Yeah, before pa. Nagbobogogi na tayo.
Exactly. So, guys, I know, siguro hindi ko alam kung secret to, but I think they mentioned this already in one of the Sabado nights. We will have a Sabado nights episode na food yung topic. So, you guys better be there.
Oh my gosh. Meron ba tayong classmates na sa food industry?
You'll see there, bro. You guys have to watch yung episode.
Yes, I'm gonna see that. And, you know, props to the people who are in the food industry. You know, I love what you guys do. You know, keep up the great work you guys do. Because if it weren't for you guys, we would be like clueless on how to feed ourselves. So you guys are the bomb.
So guys, thank you so much. I know it's getting a little bit late dun sa ano, and we've been talking for over an hour. First of
Yeah.
all, again, I want to thank you guys for the effort. Really nice catching up with you. Like si Teresa, I always see her. So, and I'm always in contact with her naman, just because she's fit, di ba? So, no, I'm just kidding. so, like if you're like not fit, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna unfollow this
Mark,
person.
hit me up, man. Hit me up. I'll hit you up and see if I can make a trip back home, and then I'll hit you up first. So I'll let you know.
For sure,
But
brother. Man, I still have like a lot of
It's
stories
me.
kay John, but it involves other people kasi, so I better not, like, siguro off air, we'll just talk about that. I'll remind you like after we go off air. So
okay.
thank you so much, John. Teresa, thank you so much. Guys, if you have anything to say before we wrap this up, John, can you go ahead first, please?
Yeah. Happy 25th for us Agustinians, and you know, I'm kind of saddened. We all can't see face to face, but this is for our safety and our concerns and stuff. So in the near future, so hopefully we can do this again, and see you safe forever. You know, keep being Augustinians and stuff. So you guys spread the light of being an Augustinian.
Thanks, John. Teresa?
That's so nice. The same with John's message, no. So happy 25th to all of us. So and yeah, sayang that we're not gonna see each other. But I really appreciate everybody and all the organizers, including you, Mark, for making the effort to, get us together in some ways or another. Hearts. And then yeah, and to all the organizers, we're doing this, the volunteers, and please support our advocacies and what we're trying to do here, and hopefully maybe next year, hopefully, or sometime now we can all get together and see each other, and just bring memories back, and have those good old days, and just laugh about it. And I can't wait for that time to happen. So hopefully, in the meantime, everybody stay safe and healthy. And thank you to our CSA peeps, and CSA 96. CSA forever then.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Again, really appreciate it. Again, thank you so much then, like you mentioned, sa committee natin, especially si Ella Evangelista and si Alexis Atutubo, and of course, yung president
Hey,
natin,
Ella.
si
Hi, Ella.
President Moy. First, they allowed me to do this, di ba? They're like, yeah, sure. So thank you so much. Kasi nga, I'm sure people also want to hear stories then and stuff, and that's what we're doing. Guys, again, thank you so much. Hope you guys had a great time. I don't know, maybe
I
we're
did.
gonna
Thank
siguro,
you. I did.
I don't know kung may musical number after nito. I don't know kung matatapos in time. We're
Out,
cooking
out.
something up. So if wala kayong musical number na makita after this, well, that's fine. So again, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. I know you guys keep watching, so thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is like a stupid concept that I thought of, and for some reason, people still watch it. So thank you. All right, guys. Bye.
Nais ko ay magpakilala sa iyo at ipahiwatig ang nilalaman ng puso ko. Maunawaan mo kaya, o baka sampalin mo lang ang aking mukha? Nagdadalawang isip na wag na lang kaya. Wag na lang kasintahan, naninikip ang tiyan. Wag na lang kaya, wag na lang kaya. Ngunit di mo na yata kailangan ng ganyan. Meron ka na yatang kasintahan, naninikip ang tiyan. Wag